T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Defending champions of pro football's toughest division, the Oakland Raiders, faced an awesome 1973 schedule, including the undefeated world champions, plus every AFC playoff team. And of the first 7 games, only one would be at home. Sunday night, November 18th, found the Silver and Black, pro football's winningest team the past 10 years, third in the AFC West. Experts buried Oakland's chances for their 6th division championship in 7 years, but the Raiders knew what remained to be done on the battered Coliseum turf. Forged in the fires of adversity, fueled by an unyielding total commitment to excellence, the character of the Raiders rose to heights of greatness in a thundering drive to the playoffs. Thus was written another heroic chapter in the proud history of an organization that ranks atop the sports world. Thus was written Conquest and Character, the story of the 1973 Oakland Raiders. The challenge began in Minnesota against the eventual NFC champions. Darryl LaMonica started at quarterback and hit number 49, Mike Ciani, with 6 passes as Oakland gained 353 yards against the vaunted Purple Gang. Top draft choice Ray Guy marked his pro debut with a 50-yard punting average, while number 43, George Atkinson, put the Raiders on the board with an electrifying punt return. But in the end, veteran Fran Tarkington and Rookie of the Year Chuck Foreman spearheaded the Vikings' 24-16 win over the Silver and Black. The next Sunday found Coach John Madden and the Raiders at California Memorial Stadium against the world champion Miami Dolphins. The order of battle was set early as Dan Connors blacked out Larry Zonka's power. Then number 77, Bubba Smith, and the young Raider defensive unit turned off the light of flashy runner Mercury Morris. Oakland played errorless football in over 74,000 appreciative fans, largest crowd to ever see a pro game in Northern California, knew Miami's record 18-game win streak was in danger. Number 23, Charlie Smith, and number 44, Marv Hubbard, rampaged Goldwood. 4 times this duo drove within field goal range. 4 times astute coach John Madden called on veteran George Blanda. George was unerring, and coupled with superb defense and determined special teams, he helped earn the mighty Raiders a 12-7 streak-snapping conquest of the world champions. In Week 3, in unfriendly Kansas City, Oakland faced the first of 5 straight grueling road games. Number 28, Clarence Davis, darted on a 76-yard kickoff return, but the Raiders registered only 3 points. The powerful Chiefs managed only 3 field goals themselves, as punter Ray Guy's cloud-clipping shots boomed into the land of no return. The Oakland defense held the hard-won ground savagely. But with only 2 minutes left to play, a deflected pass sealed the Raiders' fate. The 16-3 loss to the Chiefs left Oakland with 1 win in 3 games. With 4 straight road games still ahead, Raider character would be severely tested. Next, in a Monday night road game at Denver, the Raiders faced another team crusading to overtake them. 24-year veteran George Blanda became the first player to ever kick 300 field goals. But even more important kicks were yet to come. Three times the Raiders rallied from behind. An 80-yard bomb from Ken Stabler to Mike Ciani brought Oakland back once, and the Raider defense fought valiantly to protect the lead. Despite clutch plays like this interception by number 31 Jack Tatum, the rugged Broncos forged a 17-13 lead. Cliff Branch, a University of Colorado product, had a happy homecoming as he put Oakland ahead 20-17. Then, with Stabler injured, LaMonica came in and hit Branch to set up a final minute go-ahead field goal. But Denver came back to tie the game at 23, and Oakland's 3-2-1 record left the AFC Western Division title up for grabs. Now the Raiders were cross-country in Baltimore for a 5th straight road game. Ken Stabler hit Mike Ciani, Fred Biletnikoff, and Bob Moore with 6 passes each, while completing 25 of 29 to set an all-time NFL completion percentage record. This record performance again brought to national attention the precision passing that has for so long been a feared weapon in the Raider arsenal. When the Colts tried to emulate Raider success, they ran into trouble from alert number 26, Alonzo Skip Thomas. With the Riddle Colt secondary playing deep, Clarence Davis rolled behind number 63, co-captain Gene Upshaw, for 2 scores and a 34-21 Oakland victory. 5 straight away games. And yet, this young Raider squad had allowed but 1 game to result in defeat. Finally, the Silver and Black came home to the Oakland Coliseum. Their opponents in this 8th week of the season were the New York Giants. With a 40th consecutive Coliseum sellout crowd in attendance, the fatigue of travel and battle was temporarily forgotten, as Coach John Madden skillfully unfolded a devastating game plan. Against New York, Raider superiority was evident from the opening whistle. Yard by yard, man by man, point by point, Oakland vanquished the Giants in a surge of raw power. The defense, with linebacker Gerald Irons, number 86, leading the way, knifed in on the Giants like sharks in a frenzy. Down after down, the Raiders displayed the intensity of a proud team in search of its 9th consecutive winning season. Darryl LaMonica came in and whistled one to wide receiver Steve Sweeney. It finished the Giants 42-0 and raised Oakland's record to 5-2-1. Against playoff-bound Pittsburgh, the Raiders were plagued by turnovers and penalties, and Ken Stabler suffered a knee injury. Behind Darryl LaMonica, Oakland slashed for nearly 400 yards against the prestigious Steeler defense. Despite this display of strength, the Raiders scored only 9 points. And as things went awry, Oakland suffered its 3rd loss of the 1973 season. But while the 17-9 defeat was damaging, the bruising defensive struggle with Cleveland the following week was even more costly. Both defenses played tough, tight-fisted football. If you were lucky, you were able to crawl away. For the Silver and Black, this 7-3 loss seemed deadly, because that night, when the scores were in, the Raiders stood 3rd in the AFC West, and many thought they were finished. With San Diego in Oakland, it was a must-win situation for the Raiders. The Chargers employed trick formations, but Coach Madden's competent staff had the Silver and Black poised and ready. Number 82, Horace Jones, and number 71, Kelvin Corva, pressured the Charger offense into big mistakes. The Raiders' conference-leading defense forced a miscue that safety man George Atkinson turned into a score, and the Chargers were never close. The defiant Raiders dug in and overpowered San Diego, 31-3. The victory was crucial. Oakland's comeback tradition blended with a strong pride that would not allow this team to give an inch, despite the imposing obstacles that barred their charge to the division title. With this victory, the resurgent Raiders were now tied for 2nd, but faced with yet another must-win in Houston. Against the Oilers, Marv Hubbard raced for 121 yards to contribute to a new Raider season rushing record of 2,510 yards. But the Raiders were in a rugged battle inside the Astrodome. The Oakland defense bent, but a touchdown-saving effort by number 24, Willie Brown, epitomized Raider determination. And 2 plays later, the Houston scoring threat was smashed when linebacker Phil Villapiano picked off a forced fumble. Fred Biletnikoff's clutch catch finished the Oilers 17-6. The Raiders were atop the AFC West, but on the horizon, the team that hated them most, the Kansas City Chiefs. The Raiders and the Chiefs, always a two-fisted, bruising struggle, and on this day, only one would survive in the standings. The silver and black defense stood ready, virtually invincible, and their message was clear. Number 48, Nehemiah Wilson, came up with a timely interception that helped limit the Chiefs to only 7 points. Then the Raider offense zeroed in with the big guns, and the explosion shook the football world. This was the offense that would finish number 1 in the AFC, and KNBR's Bill King described the relentless roll of the on-rushing silver and black wave.
Stabler gives the ball here to Hubbard. He breaks a tackle to the 25, the 20, the 15, the 5. Touchdown, Raiders! Marv Hubbard, 31 yards as he hit off the left side. He got a block from Smith. He blew through the hole where Wilbur Young missed him and was off to the races with a fruitless pursuit by Jim Kearney. And Hubbard, with a 31-yard touchdown, gives the Raiders the lead of 13-0. Marv Hubbard did another crunch job.
And after the crunch came the crumble as the Oakland defense got it back and the Chiefs were ground to dust 37-7.
Branch goes in motion from the left, and Stabler rises up and throws. Branch makes a touchdown catch, Raiders. There was an incredible play. Branch started in motion from the left. He stopped behind Upshaw, the left guard, reversed and came back to the left, slanted into the end zone. Stabler laid it in his hands.
Now only 2 teams remain, and the last regular season game was the only one that mattered. The Raiders had battled back and now face the final challenge to their championship plans, the Denver Broncos. They forged an early lead, then added to it.
It's a big play in this drive right here. Hand off to Davis again. Makes to go outside, cuts back to the middle of the 5. Touchdown, Oakland! The Raiders score again!
Throughout the year, the aggressive Raider defense allowed only 175 points, 58 less than any previous season. And this intense pressure forced the Broncos to falter. Only the strongest survive in the final quarter of a title game. And on this December day, once again, it was the silver and black who conquered. A big play by the offense and then another by the defense rendered the final verdict, 21-17.
Denny Stabler and Mike Ciani may have just broken the hearts of all of Denver, Colorado with a 31-yard bomb. Stabler went to Ciani, who made a late break at about the 8-yard line, flew by Calvin Jones, and then floated high in the air to make a magnificent catch of that football. Washington to the left now. Up, back to passes Ramsey. Pumps, runs out of the pocket, throws on the move, and it's intercepted by Skip Thomas on a deflection at the 45. Thomas running around to use up time. They're driving out of bounds with 1 second to go, and the Raiders are in. The ball was deflected off Riley Odom's high stretched fingertip. There's the for the 6th time in 7 years, win the Western Division of the American Football Conference.
Just 6 days after Denver, the Raiders and Steelers met in an AFC playoff game marked by Oakland's methodical mayhem.
Number 84, Tony Fly. Defensive tackle from Syracuse, number 80, Art Todd. And right linebacker from Maryland, Eastern Shore, number 86, Gerald Iron. And the defensive captain of the Oakland Raiders, number 24, Willie Brown.
1st and 10, Pittsburgh 39. Barry Pearson left, Lewis to the right. He sets up, he looks, pass is batted up in the air. Filipiano intercepts at the 40-yard line of the Raiders. One of the Raiders in rushing pass rushers, batting the ball high into the air. The first turnover of the day. Back again goes Bradshaw. He's looking for Barry Pearson. He's throwing far down the middle, overthrown, intercepted by Atkinson at the 28. He's at the 30. He brings it back to the 38. Spikes the football as he's tackled by Barry Pearson. Oakland has its 3rd interception of the day. Bradshaw sets up, then lobs one out to the left, broken up, intercepted. Willie Brown at the 50, Willie at the 40. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown Raiders! Oakland Coliseum has exploded as the great veteran Willie Brown tipped the pass intended for Pearson. Bobbed it into the air so he could grab it at the 50 and outraced everybody to the end zone. A 50-yard interception returned by Willie Brown. Suddenly the Raiders are leading by 15 with Blanda trying to tack on another one.
With design and desire, the awesome Raider juggernaut ripped out huge chunks of Steeler turf. Time and time again, they drove to the end zone door and then battered it down. In the end, it was Raider pride that dominated the day with a resounding 33-14 victory. A triumph saluted with a standing ovation by the ecstatic Oakland fans. "16 weeks after the league opener, the Raiders journeyed cross-country to meet the Miami Dolphins for the AFC Championship. On the initial series, the Raiders mounted a strong drive that was killed by a heartbreaking penalty. Miami came right back and powered in for the score. The Dolphins had won 23 straight in the Orange Bowl, and Raider efforts went for naught. Oakland had 10 points, Miami 27, and the Raider season ended.